everything on this car is a 10 mil, so take off the cold air intake, manifold, air filter housing, top, that thing. Get to this point. Take out all of the upper timing belt cover 10 mil bolts. There are a few of them. Notice how there is not very much room for anything. Thank you, Suzuki. Okay, get those bolts out. Open this guy up to realize, yeah, it's a pretty fucking old belt. It needs to be replaced. Now, we get to pray that that son of a bitch comes off. Yeah, so that didn't fucking work as I expected, so excuse the time delay as I figure out how to get an impact, an extension, a 17 mil, and put a hole in the wheel well where fucking Suzuki forgot to, because that would be my access hole for the fucking crank bolt. God damn it. Alright, so it's a day later, and my boss isn't here, so you know what that means. Mini car in the shop. Alright, so with the help of my sweaty forehead and my lovely fiance, we got a fucking hole, and look at that crank bolt, baby! Yeah! Alright, so once you've drilled a bitchin' hole so you have access to your fucking crank bolt, take it all fucking apart again. Everything you've already done, do it again. Alright, once you've done all of that, then you have to reach in here. You take off this fucking bolt right here. Oh, focus, son. Take off this bolt right here. Loosen the AC compressor, move it over, tag the belt off. Gonna do the same thing for this guy. That bolt there. Alright, so then, take out all your bolts, take off the bolt in there, using your new bitchin' hole. Now over there, bolt, use a big Oogie Dougie to take it off. It's like the only way to do it easily. Then, once all the rest of those bolts are out, this timing cover should pop right off. Let's see if I can't get that last one out now. Alright, once the timing cover is off, you want to do a brief visual inspection of everything. See what's going on. Now, it looks like a little bit of leaking coolant down here, coming right out of the water pump. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have to replace that water pump, which I have one, so that's no big deal, but goodness, she's been leaking coolant in there. Look at that. Ugh. After you realize how fucked your water pump is, you're going to want to take this little circle here. You can barely see it. There's a little circle. And then there's also a little mark there. And that is, don't blow up the engine mode when you do this job. And you want to get that nice and lined up, and there you go. That's pretty good. Okay, so once you're lined up top, this guy right here is the belt tensioner. So I'm going to loosen mine now. But if yours is still on there, you have to loosen it, push it over to the side, and then retighten it, and that'll loosen your belt. So for now, we're going to take this guy out. We're going to see how bad everything looks in here, because goodness doesn't. So yeah, we got dusty, crusty shit on everything. We have our little spring there. We're going to take this off. Question mark? Yep. So yeah, let's do a quick little inspection here. Actually, the bearing still feels really good. Yeah, I'm going to replace it, but you could even run that thing still. Way to go, Japan. Good job on your parts. Alright, so new idler pulleys in. Water pump not swapped yet because I got to get a pulley wrench for this guy. So if I don't have a pulley wrench for this guy, how am I going to retighten it? Still not sure how I'm going to tighten the bottom. Don't worry about that. So now, that dot is still with that dot. Woodruff key down there is still vertical. So in theory, I should be able to rotate this engine over and not feel anything crunching. Let's see here. Scary. Always scary. Very scary. Okay. Nothing is crunching yet. Nothing yet. We're still... Okay, ooh, okay. It's 180 degrees. Or 360 the first time. I had to do 2 360s to actually spin the crank over out of the way. Okay, so in theory, our motor is timed and shouldn't blow up. Took the time to blow out this case. It's still a little gritty in there. I can probably get that a little bit cleaner, but the seal too, make sure you guys have the seal in the side. That's actually pretty fucking important. But yeah, this is about to go back on, and I will update you when it's on. Okay, so cover back on, top back on, intake back on, dipstick back on, crank pulley back on. Now we just have to torque that crank pulley bowl, and I'm going to do that coming into this beautiful Suzuki Alto interior and putting it in 4th gear. And then we're going to get out the actual torque wrench, yes, a torque wrench, not just one of those, and we're going to torque it. Alright, so alternator belt back in, air compressor belt back in, focus, there we go. And yeah, we're just going to finish up here. We're going to do an oil change as well, and it should be a good time. Yay! Oh, he's not so bad. It's so, well.
Why is it so thin?
So once you do all of that, and it's fucking way quieter than before, bud. Buy you a little car from Japan, you'll love it. The next step is